It's here with Jacob Kraemer from Family Channel's Overruled. So thanks for being with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And we're excited about your new show. So tell us all about it.
Well, Overruled is a comedy where four friends decide to start a courtroom in their high school. Mm-hmm. So any problems that a student may have, instead of going to a principal or vice principal or a teacher, you would take it straight to court, and they would help you deal with it in a positive manner.
Okay. And what appeals to you about this part?
He's just a lot of fun to play. I mean, he's a lot like me. We're both very kind of sarcastic, laid-back people, so it's kind of easy for me.
Yes.
But he's just, our scripts are great. The people I work with is great. So it's just everything kind of works together, and it's just a lot of fun to do. And yeah.
Great. And so, how did you get involved with Family Channel programs?
Well, I started Family Channel programs about 4 or 5 years ago. I did a program called Naturally Sadie.
Yeah.
And then through that you kind of meet people and know people, and then when the audition for Overruled came around, I felt kind of that I had a little bit of a foot in the door.
Yeah.
So when I went to that audition, I felt great after it, and I went to another, like a callback audition, and everything just kind of clicked.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
And so how does the cast get along?
Oh, great. I mean, we're all basically best friends. That as close as you can get for knowing each other, as short as we've known each other, with the exception of me and Jasmine, because Jasmine, of course, I worked with on Naturally Sadie.
Yes.
So we kind of have that history. But yeah, I mean, everybody gets along great. I actually just took a trip to Scotland with Nick.
Yes.
We went back because he wanted to go home, and we've been really close lately, so I went with him.
Oh.
That was so much fun.
Was it?
Yeah, it was unreal.
What was the highlight?
I would say Edinburgh Castle.
Really?
It's massive, and just to think that so many years ago it was built.
Yeah.
Like, you see some of the construction around Toronto now, and it takes like 3 years to get a road paved, and these castles were built like 400, 500 years ago.
Right. It's so true.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So I actually met you at the Princess Protection program premiere.
Yeah.
And B-Zone had 2 young reporters there.
Yeah.
And I noticed that your communication skills, especially with them, you were extremely kind to them, and you looked them right in the eye. And I wondered if did you grow up always communicating like that?
Yeah, and I kind of have my acting to thank for that, because ever since I was 12 years old, I've been working with adults. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of given me a crash course, if you will, in kind of communication and public speaking. So it's always been really kind of easy for me, because I've grown up with it. And I have a lot of younger cousins, so I deal with them a lot.
Right.
And so that also makes it easier for me to communicate.
Back to Overruled. So if you were to say one of your favorite episodes, tell us about that.
One of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot. There was one episode where we were convinced our school was haunted.
Yes.
So we slept over in the school. Me, Nick, Sally, Jasmine, and Brendan Gall, who was our teacher, slept in the school. And there was a couple scenes where me and Sally were locked in, like in the boiler room in the basement.
Yes.
And it was just this terrifying set with like fake cobwebs everywhere and chains hanging from the ceiling. Just kind of really, some of it was unnecessary, but just terrifying. And it was so much fun, because a lot of it was also done in the dark. And it just kind of had a little creepy vibe to it that was kind of really enjoyable.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, make sure you check out Jacob on Overruled, and we'll definitely catch up with you again soon.
All right, thank you very much. Hi, I'm Jacob Kraemer. I play Coop on Overruled, and you're on bzone.ca.